Hello guys, so Nintendo has confirmed that they are making a next console, which is again not expecting. They are still continuing with console generations, which is still odd because I think we're reaching the pinnacle of graphics in terms of 4K and stuff. Graphics can't really get better than 4K, but yes, Nintendo say that its next console is going to be very much like its other consoles. Nintendo has published its corporate management policy, and yes, basically the future outlook for Nintendo's hardware and confirms the next system was to use integrated hard software approach, which has been common with the other consoles. And yes, they even says 20XX. I think the Switch will be around for a while, probably 3 or 4 years. Considering how successful the Switch is, I don't think Nintendo is gonna want to flood the market of a new console. Probably a Switch Pro to appease the you know, new ones. But yeah, they know that integrated hardware has been success. That's why they don't show the Wii U and 3DS because they don't have integrated hardware. I think that's a pretty thing here. Integrated hardware, which was not with the 3DS and was not in the Wii U for some reason. They just skipped that generation of consoles there. Nintendo doesn't even want to admit Nintendo's essentially just skipping those consoles entirely and yeah, expanding Nintendo IP, Nintendo account, value added services, next Nintendo console. And yeah, I think out of all the companies, yeah, basically Nintendo's probably still gonna beat them regardless. People can say, yeah, they don't want a two-way because it'll be like in the middle of the generation, but Nintendo and put out the Switch like 4 year, I think 4 years in the Xbox's lifespan. So yeah, there we go, Nintendo's next console, which will probably be like another Switch, a console. Probably something to not confuse people with the Switch, basically. Let's call it something else, like call it something new and catchy that isn't called the Switch. Or it's called a Nintendo Switch 2. They say, oh, it's a direct sequel to the Switch, like Sony does it with the PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be an easy name, but I don't think Nintendo is as lazy as Sony. So yeah, I think the new Nintendo Switch console could be that it called. There's a lot of good names for the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Swap, Nintendo Double, Nintendo, you know, new Nintendo Switch, but that the Nintendo Switch Pro, which is what people have been saying what the next console should be called. But again, I think that would just be just another Switch upgrade or something like that, which people have been saying would come out. So yep, there we go. That's basically it. Goodbye.